around the world, farmers know farming is an art. Like life, we know it can be hard. And it can be surprising, too. But sometimes it's about being at the right place at the right time. A wise man once said that the best lessons are learned under the wide open sky. I think the same thing can be said about our art. Yeah, it can be messy, but it's always beautiful. So beautiful it can help you see yourself and the world in all new ways. In the art of farming, the soil is the canvas, the seeds are the paint, and the harvest is the masterpiece.
Hey, this is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty darn good. Is it missing something? You're too cute to eat. Maybe some fresh spinach for a change?
Hey folks, welcome back to Gaming with Geronimo, and we got Farming Simulator 25. I hope you enjoyed that intro of the game. Let's jump straight into this. I have played this a little bit on my own off cam, and we're going to just jump straight into this and get started. I do have a lot of mods on here, but today we're going to go mod free. In the event you're playing this game for the first time, I'm not very experienced in it. I've only played it a little bit, so I'm going to be learning as I go. But we're going to start with a tutorial and everything so you can experience what this is like. Let me know if you want me to do a start from scratch or a custom map or something of that nature. Like to see it in there. But without further ado, let's just jump straight into this. We're going to start as a new farmer. Our start money is going to be $100,000. Zero loan. Easy. We're going to do a start farm. Yes. And we're going to do a guided intro tour. So let's go ahead and continue. So here are all my mods. So I deselected all of these mods. So how you do that is you just select all and then deselect all. It turns them off. If I select all, then they're turned on. So I have a ton of mods on here, but so we're going to deselect all, and let's go ahead and get started into the game. So we're starting at Riverbend Springs, kind of default American map, and there are some European maps in here as well. And then I have a lot of modded maps that we can always go into. All right, so we're done. Let's go ahead and start. So we got my character set up. You got different looks that you can have in here. I'm just going to go with this look for right now, but we could change it up. We can add a beard. I'll end up adding a beard a little bit later in here and what have you. But let's see. We got clothes. But we're in the summertime, so let's just stay in the summer. Shirt. I could change my shirt up if I want a farmer look. But I'm going to keep it simple. We'll do a regular ball cap. Call it good. And you know what? Let's put some glasses on. Let's get some good aviators on. Or what about these? These are kind of cool. Cool. This is what my real glasses kind of look like. But yeah, let's put those aviators on. Let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to your new farm. It's mid-morning when you arrive to your new farm. Walter, your grandfather, is no longer able to look after the farm, so you are now taken over. Familiarize yourself with the game before you go to greet your grandfather. So left click OK. This game does also recognize controllers, so I'm going to have my Xbox controller that we're going to go into here and give it a try as well to see which one I like better. But WASD controls typically start out. All right. So guided tour. Let's start with the interface. You will find all the important information on your screen. So left click. So click anywhere to continue. All right. So we got the date. We got the weather at the top right. We got the time. We got the speed, the balance of what we have in money. We got the mini map, and you can see there's a train moving on the tracks on that mini map in real time. And there's a little arrow pointing towards the north, 51.9 degrees. That's me in the direction that I'm looking. You got the tour progress. So tour progress, get familiar with the UI elements. Guided tour. Now that you know the basic user interface, let's move on. You can't just stand here. Please go to the marked location by using the direction controls, controller player movement, WASD, controller player view direction is your mouse. Left click to OK. All right, so we can see they got a little pointer here. We could change the view by pressing C. If you see in the top, you select your camera. So we go to third person or first person. So you can get an idea of my farm, what's around me here. We got F is turn on your flashlight. Don't need that right now. 3 is your toggle your hand tool, which is your flashlight in and out. And then 9 is the toggle your map view. So we got a square version of the map. We got the big version of the map. All right, let's go ahead and talk to Grandpa. So if I press spacebar, I can run. Shift, I can run faster. So all right, R to start conversation.
Welcome to our lovely farm, kiddo. I'm glad you're here to continue the family business. The fact that you're about to take over the farm makes your pops quite happy, not gonna lie. When your father told me on a visit that he didn't want what I built here, I thought that was it. He even called it a dung heap when he left in his fancy suit. And then he stepped into manure on the way to his car. It's okay that he does his own thing, but I thought I had to sell the farm. Thanks to you, it can stay in the family. You don't know what that means to me. Otherwise, your crazy uncle might have turned it into an amusement park with the main attraction of catching chickens on the fields or something. Anyway, let's not talk about that just now. I can tell you some stories later. And just so you know, I'm not out of the picture just yet. I'm here if you need me, just like your friendly neighbors you should talk to sometime. They're nice people, a bit strange perhaps, but still delightful in their own ways. So, do you want me to give you a quick tour and show you some things?
So I have went and played blindly a little bit in the game. This is the first time that I'm doing the tour, so we definitely want to do the tour. So, yes.
Okay then, let me show you a couple of things. Ease you in. There will always be people to help you out, but it's good to have done all the steps yourself, at least once. Right next to the farm, we're going to work on a field. There's also a big tractor with a cultivator. I'll walk you through how to operate it. I can't wait to see you get started.
All right, tour progress is 9%. We're going to go to the farm. So it shows me 176 feet that direction, so we're going to go that way. Oh, wow, he got there quick, didn't he?
Are you ready to roll?
Yep.
Then hop onto the tractor and attach the cultivator. It's just to the back.
All right. So we got the tractor, get in here and well, there we go. He wants me to go on this side. The first step, before you can start, you have to get into your vehicle. So press E to enter. Okay.
Just like that. Exactly. Now we do the work. Meet me at the field over there.
All right, accelerate W and S and steer the vehicle D and A. So, and then I got my mouse turning my direction. All right, so there's the field, 380 feet over there. So when it comes to driving vehicles, I'm not a big fan of the WASD. I really like a controller, so I am going to switch to the controller here in a minute. So if I use my wheel on my mouse, I can scroll outward or inward.
Here we are. So before we can sow anything on the field, we need to take care of the stubbles, cultivate it, prepare it for the next season. Otherwise, the grain will not grow very well. Lower the cultivator and drive straight ahead. It's easy as spilling milk.
All right. So left click to continue guided tour. To be able to use your attachments, you must first select them and bring them into a working position. So switch tool selection by using G, and then lower tool by using V. And it tells me I don't need to switch using G because that's a controlled group that's in the top left there on the screen. But we can lower the cultivator by pressing V. So we're going to press V and lower. And then we can start cultivating. Yeah, I'm not liking the controls of the wheels because it doesn't snap when I'm using the WASD. Just to make things easier, let me try. I'm going to switch over to the controller and see what that does for me. And now you can see that in the camera, it has pressed the R button down to select my camera. I can go inside the vehicle. So I'm using this right now and turning it back and forth in real time. Press the R down again. Goes back to my other view. Using the directional pad, D, direct down and up lets me zoom in and out. And then, of course, I'm controlling the wheels with the left analog stick. So I like this a little bit better. And the wheel, so here's the difference. So here I am in the analog stick, and when I control the analog stick and I turn to the left and I let it go, it automatically corrects and brings the wheels back to the front. So that makes it easy for just kind of correcting a little bit. Whereas if I go to the keyboard and I go left, the wheels stay locked in to whatever direction that I go. So if anybody knows any tips on how to fix this, this would be awesome. Then I might go back to the keyboard. But having that functionality with the analog stick of them automatically going back, that makes life a little bit easier for me. So I'm using the right analog stick to move my location around. So let me go out so I can see actually what I'm plowing or cultivating. So by pushing the left top button, I can lift the cultivator by pressing B. But I'm going to leave the cultivator on. Go here, do this outside. There's good old Gramps hanging out there on the side. I did a little bit of farming early on in my life. I worked on a chicken house in Arkansas. That chicken house had it be lift that up, come back around. That chicken house had probably 20, 30,000 chickens in it, and we collected eggs. So that was pretty interesting. I was a teenager at the time. But that was a good experience. I worked on pig farms, baled and collected hay. My grandpa was basically like a horse doctor, if you will. So he cared for a lot of horses in where I grew up in. And I grew up mostly in California. So I'm a California boy. So surprisingly in California, grew up on a farm and not like a city boy by any stretch. So, yeah. Now living in Georgia, which I live in Georgia, living in Georgia, I don't do too much with farming. I do help out from time to time and do a few things. I do a lot of stuff outdoors, but I really like the farming culture. So this game really stood out to me, and I am glad that I'm able to do a video for you guys now. I like to do more content. I watch a lot of the start from zero maps. I'd really like to do something like that. But if you want me to do something like that, let me know and give me an idea what you'd like to see me try to do. And I'll see if I can do my best to set something up like that for you. From what I gathered in playing this game in free play is it is very long. So those 1 hour and 45-minute videos that we see on YouTube is multiple hours, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 hours of...
We're done here, kiddo. Now drive back to the garage and get out the cedar. I'll meet you there.
All right, so because I'm using the controller, it's changed to controller request. So press A to continue. So when your work is finished, you must lift your tool. So that's cool. Left button, B, tool is lifted. So 500 feet away. Yeah, so if there is... these guys are putting in, 10, 12, 15, 20 hours, sometimes even more hours in one of those episodes, and then they just do a quick time lapse or a fast forward through. And that's how they get you this 1 hour or 45 minutes of content. So for those of you that do Farming Simulator, you guys put in a lot of work into it. I definitely appreciate it.
Now we change tools, kiddo. Get rid of the cultivator and attach the seeder.
All right, before you can use another attachment, you must disconnect your current tool. To detach the tool, press the A button. All right, so we're going to press A for OK. We'll line this up here kind of neat in a way. And A. Drop that.
Now you need to attach the seeder. Drive back slowly.
So to drive backwards, I'm using the left trigger button back here in the back. To drive forward is the right trigger button. To access the advanced controls, left button. Other advanced controls, right button. I can do my honk. And then, of course, my double controls lets me toggle on the cruise control and change the speed. So you see I use my left analog stick. If you see in the bottom right corner, we got my speed, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. So I can I can set my cruise control to whatever speed I want in the game at the max speed of whatever vehicle it is that I'm using. So that's kind of cool. So let's go ahead and go back, and we're going to change the view, slip it around here. So as you know, as I toggle the view, lets me see it from the inside, and hit A to attach the trailer. This is the Great Plains solid stand.
That's
Cedar.
how it's done. The sewing machine you just attached is empty. But don't you fret, I just went to the store. Next to the shed you will find a big bag with seeds. Get over there to fill the seeder.
All right, so using forward button, we'll bring this up a little bit further. All right, start filling. So press down. So I'm going to push down the left stick. So hit OK, push down, and it's filling in the wheat. Really cool.
Well done. Now you're ready to go. Last week I cultivated a field over there. Cultivated fields are ready to be sown. It's pretty straightforward. Drive the machine to the field and meet me there. We'll bring out canola.
All right, it says wheat, but we're going to have to change to canola. So, all right, let's go ahead and go. Well, I got caught up on the door. I'm a bad driver.
Here we are. One thing you need to pay attention to is timing. Plants need to be sown in specific seasons. It's midsummer. It's the perfect time to sow canola. In any other period, you might want to switch to a different kind of crop. You can always check the crop calendar. First, we need to prepare the seeder. Choose the canola seeds, as the big bag is filled with all kinds of seeds.
All right, so use the crop calendar to decide which type of fruit you want to sow. So, select the appropriate seeds in the seeder, select seed. So we're going to press LB and Y, and that's going to help me select the seeder. So LB and Y. A to continue, LB, and all right. So we see in the menu there, B is the lower seeder, X is the turn seeder on, Y is the select seed. So we got wheat, barley,
Seeding
canola.
is easy. While seeding, straight lines are important though. Go back and forth to bring out the seed with as few gaps as possible. At some point, you'll have to buy a big bag of seeds at the store to refill it. But now you can use what you've got. Now you only got to switch the machine on and lower it to the ground.
All right, to be able to use your attachments, you must first select them and bring them into working position. Switch to tool selection, press Y, turn on tool, LB and X. And all right, let's go ahead and see that. Let's get a look in here. So let's get into position. All right. There's our position. All right, so left click. So B is lower seeder. X is the turn on seeder. Left diagonal is the open up seeder. Left to close it. All right. Toggle map. Let's turn on our map there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and lower seeder. Bam. Turn on seeder. Your seeder is turned on. Now you need to lower it so the seed is planted in soil. I did it backwards, but it's okay. So let's lift seeder, lower seeder. Boom. All right. So you select the camera, you get the inside. That's cool.
That's how it's done, kiddo. Oh, by the way, always keep an eye on the weather. According to the weather forecast, it's going to rain soon. That's perfect for canola, but not as good for the wheat on the other field. If you want to hire a helping hand at some point, you can. We're done here. The helper will do the rest.
All right, you don't have to do all the work. Let paid helpers do the work for you while you take care of other tasks. So B is the hire an AI worker. So let's go ahead and press A. First, let's go into the settings. It's not available during the tour. There's the guided tour. AI worker shows all the other thing. Okay. So here we're going to go. If I hold down B, I can go into my AI menu. So this is really cool because in the AI menu, I'll use my mouse. We have right here the number of header or headlands for this particular AI worker. Has the working width. So it has me doing 3 headlands around and then the up and down rows. So it wants me to start with up and down. I'm going to start with headland. And the reason why I like to do the headland, just thinking about it logically, is getting all of these already done. It gives me a turnaround space when I'm going down where I don't have to worry about accidentally cultivating something outside of the grid that I have here. So we don't want to skip any lines. So we're going to hit OK for that. And let's hit B and activate the AI worker.
Field workers are a great support if you're busy and cannot finish the job in time. Now get back to the garage and get out the harvester. Let's do it quickly. I'll meet you there.
All right. You can either walk to another vehicle or switch to it to save some time. Press the button to switch the vehicles. Tab allows you to switch the vehicles if you're on the keyboard. If you use the mouse, use the left click. If I'm using the controller right now, I'm going to use A. I'm setting in with the AI worker, but I'm going to go ahead and move from that. So I'm going to hit A. And now I'm going to use the left directional pad, and it's going to move me to my next vehicle.
How do you feel? Are you up for something exciting? Because we'll do the harvesting next. There's a ripe field that needs taking down. Are you still up for it?
Yep.
The header for the harvester sits on the trailer attached at the back. Let's meet at the field, okay, kiddo? But drive carefully. That machine is a beast.
All right, so let's drive to the field. Normally, I think I would take the header and just take it off right here. But that's okay. So the max speed of this vehicle is 16 miles per hour, but it looks like it's going 17. Want to make sure that we're not running out into traffic. Look both ways. No car coming that way. And let's not run over the stop sign. All right, let's go visit Grandpa.
So, let's do this. You'll need to prepare the machine. With a combine harvester, the header cuts the plants. Those headers have different widths, depending on the size of the combine. Go detach the trailer. Then drive the harvester with its front to the header and attach it.
All right. Before you can use another attachment, you must disconnect your current tool. The detach tool, press the A button. All right. So let's go ahead and we're going to line this header up off of the field. Which is kind of the smart thing to do now. Maybe. So A is to detach it. Line it up. All right. To be able to use the tool, you must attach tool to the vehicle. Attach tool, press A. So the the Massey Ferguson header, pressing A, and it's
Good. You're
attached.
almost set now. Before you can start harvesting, the grain tank needs to be unfolded. Do that and bring yourself into position on the field.
All right, before you can harvest, you must unfold the vehicle, unfold the grain tank, press LB and A. So here we go. Let's back it up. Move myself into position on the field. Let's do LB and A. Or no, that's B. Let's do LB and A.
You can see that the field is nearly done already. I was feeling a little wobbly in the knees earlier, so I left it for you. Thought you might want to try it out anyway. All you need to do is to steer the harvester into the field. Unfold the tank, start the harvester, and do the rest.
Turn on your tool and start working. Okay, LB and X. So let's go ahead. We're going to back it up here really quick so I get a rough start. So we got lower header. We need to do that. And we need to turn this bad boy on.
A combine of this size, harvesting takes some time. But soon you will be able to buy a bigger one. Now go at it and show the crop who's the farmer.
All right, so that's not a super big field that I got to get, but it's big enough. Let's back it out. And let's go ahead and go forward. So this is a specific indication of why people that are doing these videos with starting from scratch and trying to earn first $1 million, or how long will it take me to earn $1 million and that kind of thing, or starting with loans, or even some story-based, which I'm interested in doing a story-based one. Maybe of a long lost uncle or something that left me the farm or whatever, and I have to go figure out as a city boy how to do the farming on my own. To do those things, it takes a long time, because you can see just to harvest this one small little bitty field that I got here is not a quick feat. So it takes time. So they, whoever does the recordings usually has to do a time-lapse style video, and then they fast forward through this phase, has some music playing in the background. And I'm not opposed to doing that. I think that's fine too. But yeah, this is you need to have some time if you're going to sit down and play this game. I find it therapeutic. I think it's fun, and plus I get to learn about some of the equipment. And after spending some time in Europe and working with some of European equipment, I haven't seen certain European brands that I'm familiar with in tractors, like a very famous old school tractor in Europe when I was in Germany is the Bulldog. So the Bulldog tractors are really popular, especially among collectors. I was dating a German girl for a while, and her dad was a tractor collector. So he had a lot of old tractors that kind of like people renovating and renewing and souping up an old car. He did that exact thing for tractors. So I went to a couple tractor events with him, and it was pretty cool. But I got exposed to the Bulldogs and those kind of tractors, and found them quite interesting. Very durable too. So that trail of grain is a swath that it's leaving behind. You can actually pick that up and repurpose it. Use it as feed. You can bale it. You can bring a tedder in and kind of dry it out, help turn it into hay or things like that. So a lot of different things you can do.
Nice one, kiddo. That's it. You have my blood in your veins, after all. The harvester has a limited capacity to store the crop. Now we need to unload the wheat onto a trailer to sell it. Prepare your harvester for unloading by unfolding the pipe.
All right, you can unload the harvester contents from your combine to your onto trailers or directly into silos. To do this, unfold the pipe from your vehicle, toggle, and use LB and the down arrow. So pipe is out.
The pipe will start extending, and the wheat will start to pour out automatically. But we're missing something, aren't we? There's no trailer here just yet. Go get the trailer in the garage.
All right, you can either walk to the vehicle or switch. Switch to the next vehicle by using the directional pad. So let's go.
Come back to the field so we can unload.
All right. So, any cars coming? Yep. One coming there. Any coming this way? No.
To empty the tank of your harvester, pull along to it on the driver's side of the harvester. When the trailer is in the correct position directly below the pipe, the harvester will start to unload automatically. Neat, huh? Wait it out until it's unloaded. Well done, kiddo. You can either store the crop in your silo or you can sell it. This load I promised to a vendor friend of mine. He's already waiting for you. So all you gotta do is drive the tractor with the trailer to his unloading station. Now drive to the grain elevator to sell the wheat.
All right. So it has it marked where I need to go. And let's drive. So if I use both the left and right buttons, I can hit B and activate my cruise control. And now I can just focus on the driving. I'm going to run the stop sign because I'm a rebel. So, yeah, I had to brake. So I can see on my little mini map down there where I need to go. And pass by the car. Typical. He ran the stop sign, so I'm going to run the stop sign. Yeah, this is really cool. They did really well with development of this game. Let's change the map view in there. So we're looking at it up here. Get ready to drop off this grain. Make Grandpa happy. Help him keep his promises. Good old Gramps. All right, so
This is one of many selling points. If you don't like the prices you get on the market, you can also store the grain in your farm silo to wait it out. Sell your goods later. But now, let's get to it. Drive the trailer over the tip area and unload.
all right, you can either store your harvest in your farm's own silo or turn it into money at one of the many selling stations on the map. Unload your trailer to sell your harvest now. Dump. Press RB and Y. So RB, Y. There it is. And we see our money going up. Some 1,000 or 100,000 is turning into something.
At some point, you'll do this in your sleep. Now, let's go back to the farm, shall we?
All right. Let's go back. Let's go this other way over here. I got the cruise control activated. Focus on my driving. Gonna make a hard right over here. Up, I went the wrong way. Well, so much for that. We got to come back up and around. Are you kidding me? That car looks kind of like a Volkswagen. Like a Volkswagen I used to own. All right, I'm not used to playing Riverbend Springs, so I'm learning the map as we go. All right, so remembering I need to cross the river when I'm going to do any dealings with goods or buying stuff. All right, turning to the left. Comes the mailman. I got another tractor there. You have successfully completed your task. Please get out of the vehicle. Leave the vehicle by pressing X. Let's go talk to Grandpa. You can talk to people on your farm in specific locations on the map. Press the button to talk to them. Interact is the left.
You're back. Splendid. I started wondering if you joined your father. Well, where were we? Right. You've seen the most important steps on the field now. There's always more to do, like yield improvement, liming, fertilizing, weeding. Those require special equipment. Next thing is gaining a bit of a feel for everything. I'll just leave you to it so you can try out a few things. You don't want your old grandpa meddling with your business all the time, do you? But I'll be here if you need anything. If you want more detailed info, you can also ask Ben. He has been one of my most trusted helpers in the past. He will gladly explain a lot of farming techniques. Now, get to farming. Dung heap indeed. You'll do just fine. This farm is your farm now.
All right, we successfully finished the guided tour. Bam. Well, let's see if he's got anything else he wants to tell me.
Well met. What can I do for you?
Can I help you with something? Who can help me around here? Let's chat. I need to go. All right, we'll just... Can I help you?
Let's see. Here's what needs to be done at the moment. Take your pick.
Can help with harvesting, help with fertilizing. I can help with weeding or the weeder. I can help with harvesting. Let's just do that.
Let's reap what was sown then. Grains were sown, so reap it, kiddo. Do you own the required machines, or do you want to borrow them for a small fee? How do you want to do it?
So I got everything I need. I need to borrow machines. What machines do I need? There, let's go.
You need a good old combine harvester with a grain header, plus a trailer to deliver the harvest to its destination after you unload from the harvester. How do you want to do it?
So we have a header and a harvester and a trailer, but I would change my mind. We're going to look around the farm really quick. So here I can go and sleep till the next day. I have this building here. I go right here. So as you can see, my screen on the top left toggles, and if I hit B, I can open the door. So some doors you can actually go into and look at the insides. You can turn your light switches on. But let's go ahead and go over here and see what else we got. So open the door. I have another, so I have that tractor with the trailer there. I have this tractor, so I have multiple tractors. Let's open this door. All right. So that is... So there's my cultivator. That must be my plow. Just go up next to it. Yeah, Great Plains Solid Stand 1500. It's owned by me. Yeah, so I think that would be a plow. We can come over here. We can open up the gates. Don't see what's in here. But plenty of storage on this farm. So depending on the buildings, you can open up everything. Access what you need to. That's cool. So I'm using the right trigger button to run fast. I'll go up the stairs. Oh, that's cool. Anything up here for me? So it seems like... Oh. Go down. Yeah, they really put a lot of detail into this farm. A big old giant sunflower. A big old giant ball. Got hay. That's so cool. Well, I can't quite get up here. But if I hit A is a jump button. All right, so we get to look around the farm a little bit. So I wasn't able to go into the house. So this is for the beehives. Got beehives here. That's nice. Got silo. The silo's empty. All right, well, let's just press left. Let's go this. We are going to put the pipe in. We're going to lift the header. We're going to fold the harvester. Let's see. Detached. That didn't work over too well, did it? Yeah, probably sitting on the side of a beam or levee or berm like that, probably not ideal. So let's do this. Let's drop that. Let's go get this header. All right, we got the header. That's not right. All right, so that's on there. All right, let's go pull this thing back. Mail truck. Almost ran him over. I think he honked his horn at me. Yeah, he stopped pretty good. And there we go. Well, there you have it, folks. So we did the tutorial on Farming Simulator 25. Tell me what you think. Would you like me to do a start from scratch challenge, $1 million, how long it takes me to do $1 million, or build a farm from scratch, or do a storyline, or what would you like to see me do? Would you like me to see me play more of this and do another episode of Farming Simulator and go a little further in my task list of what I need to do here? You let me know what you like me to do. Also, let me know if there's something you like me to download so you don't have to. Until Until next time, thanks again for gaming with Geronimo. Peace out.